Okay, so I was faced with the emergency here. I've got a big pier on the right side. The wind's blowing that way. The current's headed that way. I'm going to crash. What am I going to do? My engine won't start, and you can hear it trying. And then it's completely dead. I'm drift. What are you going to do? You better do something. This is what I did. Check it out. Alright, there it is. The brake that you never knew you had. You just take a regular old anchor. It's chain on it. Nice length of rope. 50, 60 feet of rope. Make sure you tie it off to one of your cleats. If you lose power for any reason, or you need some extra stopping ability in an emergency, toss that anchor. And the reason it works better like that, because you're in a solo situation like I am. You don't want to run all the way to the front of your boat to try to toss an anchor. You've already wasted 30, 40, 50 feet depending on the length of your boat. This will stop you in most any situation. Even if it doesn't, it's going to slow you down as it drags across the bottom if it doesn't dig in. Yep, what you just heard was me putting on the emergency brake. I just tossed an anchor. That noise you heard was the chain going down across the side of the stern there. Okay, so it hit bottom. It's going to start to swing too here in just a second. Here we go. Now you'll be able to see the real danger that we're in. I'm still fiddling with the engine, trying to figure it out. I'm also hoping that the anchor's going to hold. The bottom here is just really full of silt. It's probably got a foot or more of silt. Anchors very rarely hold in this type of surface. The wind and the current is going to set the anchor here, or it's going to drag the anchor. You can see the predicament that I'm in here. That's no happy dock right there. There's no fender walls on it. There's nothing but jagged steel, rusty steel, broken concrete, and barnacles on all the pillars. That's definitely something you don't want to be rammed up against. So I quickly figure out that my trolling motor doesn't have any battery power at all left in it. Not even enough to probably turn the boat around. So my only option here is I'm going to have to raise the sail. That's not an easy thing to do when you're headed downwind. So I've got to get up just a little bit of the sail, enough to get some pull into it. And then I'm going to have to manhandle that sail to turn the boat around a little bit, enough where I can raise the sail and get the heck out of here. This is going to be a tricky situation. I've got the current running and the wind. Everybody's headed in a different direction, and I want to get the heck out of here. So I can only get the sail up about a quarter of the way. It's just nothing but a big bag. You can see it swinging to in funny direction as it heads more towards the pier. So I've got to manhandle the boom around and try to get some power enough into the sail and get it going in the direction I want to go a little bit. Then I got to pull up the anchor. Here we go. We're moving. I'm pulling the anchor right now. She's swinging around. I'm also manhandling the sail with another hand. We're going through the eye of the wind. Now comes the ballsy part. I gotta head in towards the pier and try to get up enough speed to get up and around it. Now that's ballsy sailing. Here we go. The maneuver trick worked. I'm out of here. So I was able to get offshore far enough where I could go down into the cabin and get some tools and stuff and see what was going on. Turned out to be nothing more than a loose battery connection between the outboard. So I made it safely home. But this trick saved me. So you can see, this trick saved my butt. Yeah, found out it was just a loose battery connection, but you know, it was way down deep inside the boat. It wasn't something that I could have found and fixed, even if I knew where it was before I crashed into the pier. So there are times when you just want to deploy that emergency anchor and hope that it holds. The best second part of that trick, besides the awesome sailing, is the bucket that I've got the anchor chain and the rope in. It's got holes in the bottom of it so it drains out the water, doesn't rust any of the chain out. Even the good chains will rust if they've got enough water on them. Not the expensive chains, but the galvanized ones, they'll rust. So that's tricks, and I hope that you never have to use them, but always be prepared in case you need it. Happy boating, everybody.